everyone, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed Olivia's live stream. We have her joining us now as well. So this is the very first exam season live stream. I know a lot of you have got RS tomorrow. So we're just going to be answering your questions with Olivia as well, and asking Olivia some questions just about how she's feeling about tomorrow, because you've got RS tomorrow, don't you? Yeah.
Ooh.
How are you, like, nervous? I know you were saying that you don't feel like 100% prepared for it, but do you think, like, if you get in like a bit more revision tonight that you'll be ready for it?
Yeah, I think I did a lot of work for mocks and stuff, and I've always got 9s, but there's just always that thing in my head. It's like I've not done enough revision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Like, as long as I do a bit more revision tonight.
Yeah, just to like make yourself feel like a bit more like at ease with it. Yeah. So I know like you're doing videos every single day on your channel, and you said that you don't get study leave. So like because I know that if I didn't have study leave, I'd struggle to like organise my time. So like how do you manage your time with like everything that you're doing?
Well, I usually wake up early in the morning to usually finish off thumbnails and stuff and finish off editing and uploading.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to school and revise all day in school, and then I'll usually stay late in school to revise, and then I'll come home, do more revision, and then I'll usually edit quite late and then go to bed and then wake up, finish editing, pick up at school.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. We were quite interested in knowing like how you come up with different video ideas, because obviously you've got to have some like original content and that.
I don't know, I think I'll just be sat there one day and just think of like an idea, or I'll just like ask myself what do I want to see, or like what videos do I want to watch, and then make the content. But yeah, I'll just usually be sat there, think of an idea, and then make the video.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
do you tend to like take inspiration from like other like GCSE revision channels? Like, do you watch them?
Yeah.
I used to watch a lot of them, but the past like few months and stuff, I've just been so busy. I've literally not watched like hardly any GCSE studies or anything. So the content I usually think of just usually when I've been sat down revising and thought, oh, this is a good video, and then that's the content that I make.
Yeah.
True.
What subject are you most nervous for, and what subject are you most like feeling most at ease for?
Most nervous. I'm probably feeling most nervous probably for RE tomorrow, just because I think it's my first exam, and then once that's out of the way, I'll be fine. And then I'm feeling okay for English Lit for one, because I feel like we've done that so much, so I'm used to doing that, so I'm probably feeling like most prepared for that one.
Yeah. Do your school do they do like quite a lot of like mocks so you can get into like the rhythm of how to do the exams and stuff like?
So we did an intensive few weeks in November.
Yeah.
It was weeks of like intense mocks, and then in February when we came back, we did a mock every single Friday, which finished literally like 2 weeks ago. So I'm used to doing mocks.
Right.
So like, as weird as it sounds, they just feel like mocks.
Yeah, true. I guess it makes you a lot more like confident, doesn't it? And like relaxed.
Yeah.
Right. We'll have a look at some of the comments. Sunshine Studies asks, what is your routine night before an exam? So what is your routine tonight? Like, what are you planning on doing?
I think I'm gonna probably like do some revision, and then just like get a shower and relax, and then probably like get in bed and watch some YouTube, and then wake up early tomorrow and just do like the last bit of revision, like the last bit of trying to remember like extra like quotes or extra facts and stuff.
I think it's definitely important to remember like to relax before your exam, like the night before your exam. Like if you like, for example, like you are doing like more revision and like that's great, like just to make yourself feel better, but like also remember to relax, because like at this stage you can only do so much, and like it's not worth getting super stressed out about it.
And I'd say don't overstress yourself, because I mean you've done most of your revision now, so, and you'll find that in the exam you know a lot more than you think you do, so I just think don't overstress it.
Yeah, no, I agree. If you were lacking information for both English literature and biology, what would you focus your revision on? I'd say try and like find the areas of the subjects that you struggle with the most. Like don't particularly focus on one subject. Try and do both of them, but in like the bits that you find most difficult, just so you can like feel a bit more confident with like those bits.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, what would you say?
I think for English Lit, just pick out some, like, you don't need to know loads of quotes. Like, as long as you can pick a quote and you can just manipulate it to make it sound like it was meant to always be a quote for that.
Yeah.
So I know, like, Macbeth, my like go-to quotes that I will literally try and use in any question. And as long as you can remember at least 4 and try and make them sound like you know what you're talking about, you can kind of just get away with it.
Yeah. No, I get that. Like, just
definitely.
even if you're not sure if it's a quote, write it down. You never know. You know.
Tamsin says hi.
Hello, Tamsin. I do remember you from last time. Hello. Ella says, I have a fear of having a panic attack during the exam and not passing, because for me it can happen anytime.
I was like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Any advice?
I'd say definitely if you need to during the exam, just take like some deep breaths, or always remember like deep breaths, and no one else is going to be looking at you, then be concentrating on their exam. So take as much time as you need, just relax yourself, and just remember that you've got this. You're gonna be fine. What would you say, Olivia?
Yeah, like if there's a question that comes up and you really don't know it, and you start feeling panicky inside, just think it's one question. Like, you might drop like 1, 2, 3, maximum of 6 marks if it's like a science paper. But as long as there's no point getting worked up over it, because them 6 marks might not mean anything. Like, you could turn over the page and there's 1 mark and you're like, and then do the whole paper. Like, there's no point. Like, if you start to feeling like panicky and stuff, just like take a deep breath and maybe close the paper for a minute, just relax and just really think about it.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, Olivia. So we're going to let you get back to your studying. Good luck for tomorrow.
Yeah, you're doing brilliant.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Right, that was Olivia. Keep on asking us your questions. We've got basically we've made a list of like all the GCSEs that we think are coming up. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is our like list. So let us know like which ones you're doing, or like if we've missed any off or anything. I think
let us know.
Yeah, we've got quite a lot of them, but like let us know how you're feeling as well. Like
what you're doing the night before your exams. Yeah. And also remember, our exam reaction team is still open. The applications, there's still time to apply, so definitely do that if you're in year 11.
There'll be a link in the bio.
Yes.
Right, we can have
comments.
Abs, where'd you get your stationery from?
Paper Chase.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I this is weird, but I really like Paper Chase scissors.
Yeah.
I really just am a fan of their scissors. But like most of my stationery I get from Lexicon.
Oh yeah, WH Smith as well.
Yeah, it's funny because basically in Guernsey, like Lexicon and WH Smith are opposite each other. So I'll like walk across like trying to find the cheapest like prices.
Paper Chase is sort of on the same street as well. So that's quite good.
Charlotte P, how can I sleep the night before an exam? You could try listening to a podcast. I always find like if you're listening to podcasts, I find it helpful like just to like relax myself, and so like you're not getting really distracted by all your thoughts, and all you're like obviously you're like panicking for if you've got an exam the next day, and so I'd say like don't watch anything because that'll just keep you up, but like
don't go on your phone. I'd say, because I didn't.
Yeah.
I just make sure that you don't have your phone in your room. I didn't have my phone in my room during exams, so I wouldn't get tempted. If I couldn't sleep, I just reckon just don't do that. And podcasts are a good idea, or maybe like listen to music to like sort of wind down. That's quite good. Yeah.
Ella says, I'm doing my biology on Tuesday, English literature on Wednesday, and chemistry on Thursday. Also busy week for you, Ella. Very well. Good luck for them.
Let us know which exam you're most nervous for as well.
Yeah. Mitch says, hello, Mitch. Mitch is going to be in our GCSE reaction team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he has computer science and RS tomorrow. But he's doing light revision, not to stress himself out. That's good. Don't stress yourself out too much.
Good plan.
Yeah. Adorable potato.
Nice username.
Yeah. I have my RS exam tomorrow and it's very content heavy and you need to think logically a lot. Any advice on how to keep calm or get the maximum amount of concentration in the exam?
I think for RS, definitely make a plan, because I think GCSE is like essay questions throughout the whole exam, and there's like a few 2 marks or 3 marks. So I reckon plan definitely, and then when you're in the exam, sort of just deep breaths and just don't stress out about it. You've done all your revision, you know what you know.
Yeah.
So but if you want to think logically, that's how I did. I made like a small plan just above the question. So if it was on like euthanasia, just pros and cons, and then just some things you want to write about. It's definitely good.
Okay, we are going to play a quick trailer because tomorrow at 7 p.m. me and Jade are going to be sitting down with an English teacher, and so we've got a little trailer for you for that.
Hi, I'm Jade. Join us tomorrow for our exam season live, where Kira and I will be hosting our very first MSc Teacher Special. English teacher Mrs. Corey will be chatting to us and taking your questions about study tips, revision, and literature and language topics. We will also be taking a look at the very first GCSE reaction team videos and introducing the Wheel of Motivation to get you through the next few weeks of exams. So join me and Kira at 7 p.m. and all the way through exam season on MSc.
Hello.
Okay, so if you're just joining us, I'm Kira and this is Charlotte.
I'm Charlotte.
So Charlotte is a member of our ambassador team. She's in year 12 and she's going to be basically helping with all of the daily lives that we're doing throughout the whole of the exam season. So that is why she's here today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, we're going to carry on answering your questions.
Comments. Simply May.
It's actually crazy how much we need to learn. Wait until you get to A level.
Yeah, because it's a lot. You think you have less subjects, but it's a lot more in depth.
Yeah.
Definitely. Tom likes food. Oh. Okay. Ella Martin. I'm just working on quotes for English lit to make it clear in my head and simple.
That's good.
Good
I'd say
idea.
also like try and think of like themes that you can link the quotes to because that will be really helpful for you. Like
English teachers like that a lot.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah.
Right, carry on telling us like what year you're in, where you're from. Soon we're gonna have Katie, who's in she's gonna be joining us.
Yeah, in year 11.
Yes, we're gonna be asking her some questions.
Yeah.
Hello Kit. Hello.
Hello Kit.
Charlotte says, I'm doing a CIE exam board, so I still get letters instead of numbers as grades. I also have my exams at different times. I wish I could relate to the reaction videos for the AQA exams.
Oh.
Yeah, see, I guess I forget that there's like loads of different boards because our school tends to stick to EdXL.
For drama, we're doing Welsh board. So
we did Welsh board for drama, an interesting one. Yeah. Any advice for year 10? Don't stress yourself out too much. I think just enjoy it. Like obviously it's your first year of like learning the GCSE content. Make sure that you're on top of it. Like if there's anything that you really, really struggle with, then try and get on top of it while you're learning it. Like so many people said that to me when I was in year 10 and 11. I just didn't listen, but like genuinely stay on top of it because it'll help you so much. And if you have if you have mocks or like exams or anything like just internal exams, then do try and make the most of them because it'll help a lot. Like in the future, like when you do your GCSEs.
Yeah, and definitely if you're stuck on something, definitely go and ask your teacher about it because there's no point just not understanding something for ages, and you could get to year 11 when you're trying to revise and you could think, oh, should have asked about that last year. So definitely if you're stuck on something, sort it out sooner than later.
Any tips on how to revise for biology for Tuesday? I'd say I don't know if you maybe have a revision guide or not, just like just go through the revision guide, maybe look at the different sections, see like if you see something that you're like, oh, I really don't know what that is, like maybe just spend like a couple of minutes looking through that.
I had lots of flashcards for keywords in biology and I found those really helpful. So if you've got something great, definitely look over them. If you haven't, you've still got time to make some. And I think they really
things
help.
like the key experiments as well that might come up, like all like the different tests and stuff, like same with chemistry, like just learning those little bits, the little tests and stuff would be really helpful. My brother has his first Latin GCSE tomorrow. Wow, we don't have that one on our board.
Latin.
So thank you, Caitlin. We will add that on.
Write that
Latin.
down.
I hope he enjoys it. Finds it alright.
Adorable Potato. What's your strongest subjects?
So for A-level, I do physics, maths and economics.
I do drama, psychology and RS.
Yeah, my strongest subject at the moment is probably economics. Yeah, for me. I just find it that little bit easier.
Yeah, I think drama for me because I think it's good because it's got coursework in it, so we've got a lot of it out of the way already, and I like the fact that it's not just like an essay-based subject.
Yeah. Okay, so if you're just joining, we have a GCSE reaction team that is being set up, and we have a little trailer for you just so you can say hi to a few of them.
Hi everyone, my name's Brooke Megan and I'm so excited to be on the GCSE reaction team.
I'm Erin, I come from Birmingham and I am 16 years old.
Hi, my name is Ashley and I am part of the reaction team.
Hi guys, I'm Flo Jeffrey. I'm going to be taking all 3 sciences: history, Spanish, drama, maths, English.
My name is Kira and I'm 16 years old. I'm part of this year's student reaction team. Like most of you guys, I will be sitting my first ever GCSE exam on Tuesday, which is biology paper 1 for me.
Hi, I'm Harvey. The exams I'm taking this week are chemistry, fit biology and English literature.
It's Tamsin here and I'm 15 and currently taking my GCSEs.
My name is Nahima and I have 6 exams this week. My first exam is on Tuesday and I have a French reading and listening.
Hello, my name is Mitchell and I will be recording some videos for the GCSE reactions team. A little bit nervous for exams, but that is expected.
Everyone's currently outside having a great time in the sun and I'm revising, so fingers crossed it goes well tomorrow.
Hello again.
Well, good luck to all of you who are doing your GCSEs. This is the board that we have of the GCSEs coming up this week. Do let us know if we have missed any off. I think we have most of them.
Yes, we had to add in Latin.
Yeah, we've added in Latin. Someone let us know that they're doing Latin. But yeah, let us know what GCSEs you're doing, or if you're not doing GCSEs, let us know what year you're in.
Let us know what if you've just chosen your options. Let us know what you're doing.
Yeah. Also, let us know like what you're doing after GCSEs, like what your plans are for summer, like if you're going to college, sixth form, whatever else you're doing.
Yeah. So Charlotte P says, I'm also doing Welsh Board for drama. It's my only exam, not CIE. I'm doing the play Two Faces.
Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't.
I haven't heard of it either.
At GCSE we did DNA. So
yes, we did do DNA, but we studied DNA and then we studied our GCSE. I really liked it.
Yes, I liked it a lot.
It was a good one.
Yeah, it's a good play.
Yeah. Ella Martin says, I'm using Primrose Kitten for science. She's a lifesaver. I think Olivia actually said that she uses Primrose Kitten as well. So,
I used freesciencelessons.com and Science with Hazel. They're very good for science.
Ella, you asked what's economics.
The
definition of economics is the allocation of scarce resources, but basically what it is, it's you looking into the economy and all like the it's less like I just don't know how to explain it. It's more like the theories of economics and like it's not really political at all. It's quite essay. It's quite like essay based. But yeah, that's kind of what it is in a nutshell. I don't know if I explained that very well.
Sarah says, I've chosen my options this year and I've picked history, Spanish, RS and business/enterprise. Oh wow.
Interesting.
That's good.
Yeah. See, if I was to change my A-levels, I probably would have done RS because I really enjoyed it at GCSE. And like, because Jade, who's also one of our MSc people, does RS, and she tells me about it, and it sounds really interesting.
Yeah,
I probably would have chosen that as well.
I think if I could go back to GCSEs, I'd have liked to have done history GCSE.
Really?
But I was quite stuck between German or history, and then I picked German.
Yeah.
Because I was doing RS, and I thought, oh, do I really want to do RS and history?
Yeah. See, my options were drama, RS and German as well, so pretty much the same.
Cool.
Yeah, because I know for a lot of you RS is compulsory, but at our school it's not.
It's not, yeah.
It's an option.
Emily, how do you relax after an exam?
It's like straight after the exam, I know how like everyone gets out of the exam and you're all like chatting about like what answers you put
Don't
and stuff.
speak to anyone. It just makes you more stressed.
Yeah, I find like if you think it went well, then like talk to someone, be like, oh yeah, I think it went well. Also, like, bring a snack.
Definitely.
Because I always
water.
found that I always found that I was like shaking from the adrenaline after my GCSEs, and I was like, I need food.
Yeah,
and
get some fresh air as well, I think.
Yeah, true. My A-level options are history, literature, and government and politics.
Oh, that's interesting.
Interesting. See, our school doesn't really offer. It doesn't offer government and politics. It's like business studies or economics. It's kind of like. But that sounds really interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Mr. Fazza 03. I have religious studies tomorrow, and I don't know most of it. Any tips to quickly revise over it?
Pick out the things that the topics you're most nervous about, and also at our school we did a lot of practice essays.
Yeah.
So that would be quite interesting, going over your essays, sort of thinking about because obviously there's going to be different topics that are going to come up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like going over what you wrote and like pros and cons.
Yeah, try and also like, I don't know if you would have done any essay plans, but like we tended to do like for example, in like some of the arguments that we did, we had like 4 bullet points of things that were related to those arguments and could be arguments for them. So I don't know if you maybe have anything like that in your notes, but if you have things like that, it might be helpful just so you can get like the key points down. So if you do have like an essay on it, then it's like easy to just look straight away. But don't stay up really, really, really late.
No, don't.
Because
honestly,
you'll be even
regret
worse in the morning.
I stayed up late and it's not a good idea.
No. Okay. A lot of you are saying you have RS tomorrow, so very good luck for that.
Best of luck, guys.
And then also tomorrow is ICT / computer science and also Latin GCSE. So good luck to you guys as well.
Good luck.
Very soon we're going to be having Katie joining us, who's in year 11, and we're just going to be asking her some questions, and you guys can ask her some questions as well.
Yeah.
What did you get in your GCSEs?
I think I got 4 A stars, 3 A's, 2 B's and a C.
I did not manage to get an A star, but I got 7 A's and 4 B's. So I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah,
I was like,
good.
that's good. I'm happy with that.
I was really nervous about science because
I was nervous about biology.
I was predicted an E, so I was like, gotta pass. So that's what I got my C in. But yeah, I did double award. Let me know in the comments if any of you doing double award science. I'd be interested to know.
Yeah, because I think at our school we didn't really like have a choice whether it was double or triple. We kind of the teachers separated us into it.
Yeah, teachers told us.
Yeah. Yes. Right. One
more comment.
Chaz says, I'm doing my GCSEs this year and I chose history, business, French, Spanish, triple science, English, maths and RE.
Ooh.
Yeah. See, our school also doesn't offer business GCSE.
No, and we didn't get PE GCSE either.
Yeah. Right, we have Katie with us now. She's joining us for this live. Hello, Katie. How are you?
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Have you got RS tomorrow?
Yeah, unfortunately.
How are you feeling about it?
I don't feel as prepared for it as I do for my other ones because I mean, no one really wanted to choose RE. We kind of had to, but I mean, I feel like it's mostly common sense in some ways. Like as long as you know the keywords and stuff.
That's true. Yeah. Which subject would you say that you're most nervous about?
Yeah.
Probably all the sciences. Like
Really?
biology's okay,
well.
but like chemistry and physics, I hate maths. So then like that's kind of like
It's literally me at GCSE.
worse. It's like having maths 3 times. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Again, that's literally me at A level. Is having like maths twice. Like, it's awful.
So much.
Yeah.
So what are your plans to do? Like when your exam? When's your last exam?
14th physics, I think. Is it 14th?
My 14th is maths, my last A level. I know. What are your plans? Like straight out of the last exam, what are your plans?
Yeah.
I mean, I probably just do nothing for like ages. just sit at home and like actually do nothing. That'll be amazing.
Definitely. What are your plans? Are you going to sixth form or college after GCSEs?
I'm going to an art college, which is like specialised in doing like a photography, because I mean, exams aren't really my thing, and I prefer to do something like vocational
That's me.
like
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Tamsin, we are talking to Katie. She was in year 11 and she is part of MSc. We're just chatting to her about how she's feeling about her GCSEs and all sorts of things like that. So do ask her questions and we will ask them.
Leave some comments down below.
Yeah. Rachel says, I left revision too late this year, but in year 11 I will work much harder. Will my result this year bring me down? No.
No, definitely
I'm guessing
not.
you're in year 10. I wouldn't do, no. Just make sure that you're like working hard year 11, like doing all the stuff, like enjoying yourself as well, but like doing all the work that you need to be doing as well. That's
You shouldn't let your results get you down. I think it should be motivation for you to do better the next year. I mean, my mocks in year 11, I didn't do very well at all, but it motivated me to prove like the teacher's wrong. So definitely use it as something good.
Yeah. Right, Sunshine Studies. How are you preparing for RE tomorrow?
Katie?
I've gone on Quizlet and I've made like a Quizlet set of flashcards with all the quotes, because I feel like that's what I don't really remember, like the sources of authority or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get the quotes in my head, and then I feel like if you remember them, it kind of, the knowledge comes with it. So I mean,
yeah,
I'm trying.
Chaz Boy asks, how many exams do you have, Katie? I have 27. Is that a lot?
27? I didn't know that much.
That's a lot. I think I had like.
Oh, Chaz Boy, what are you doing?
I think I had 19. I think I had 19.
Oh, I had less than that because I did double science, so I think I had like 14.
Yeah. How many exams do you have?
I think I have 24, because I remember saying to my mum that it was the same day, how many days Advent. So
10 more than me.
Make me like an Advent calendar for each day.
Oh my gosh.
That's lovely.
24.
How do you?
Yeah, but because I've done IT, my IT exams out the way, my music exams out the way, so that's a bit less.
Did you do any languages?
Yeah, French. So I did my speaking like last week.
How did that go?
It wasn't too bad really. I mean, I did a mock before, and I was like, it was catastrophically bad. Like I didn't get through it without crying. But the exam went really well. I was really happy with it.
That's good.
So.
That's good.
Right, Sunshine Studies also asks, what is the ideal exam routine? See, I feel like it's different for everyone, but like, what would your ideal exam routine be?
Oh, what, like the day of the exam?
Yeah,
kind of.
and like night before sort of thing.
I mean, the night before, I feel like kind of the best thing to do is like not really intense, but just like taking it slow and like focusing on yourself more, because you don't really want to go into the exam like shattered.
No, I agree.
And then I mean, everyone else goes before the exam, they've got their revision books and they're like looking through and going, what's osmosis, and like going on like this. But I mean, I just kind of like stand there and chill, because you don't really want to.
I'm kind of like, when 10 minutes before the exam, nothing else is gonna happen, you know?
No,
there's
exactly.
no point like stress cramming like 10 minutes before my exam when I know it's not going to go in, when I can just relax, get ready for it. I just think it's not really worth it.
Yeah, if you don't know what you think like then you're not going to know it.
Exactly. Remember to eat breakfast as well.
Definitely.
Like, especially if it's a morning exam, eat breakfast.
Drink enough water as well. Stay hydrated.
Get a good night's sleep.
Oh, definitely.
Exactly.
That's the biggest thing, I think. You have to sleep.
Yeah.
Right. Rachel says, is year 11 much harder than year 10? Katie?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah. I mean, year 10 was kind of quite hard too, though, because I feel like I was just like getting into the exams, and I didn't really but then I guess like I didn't really realise what was going to hit me in year 11.
I think it's the stress of year 11. It's like year 10,
it kind of all builds up at once, and then you're like, oh, my exams are really soon.
Year 10, you're all like, oh, I've got a year. You get to year 11, you're like,
I kept saying in year 10, I was like, I'm going to do like revision every day in year 11, and I was like, it's going to be great. And then I kind of got to year 11 and I was like, oh my god, I'm doing exams.
Same. That was me this year as well,
Yeah.
Mitch, who's in our GCSE reaction team. I have 26 exams in total. I've already done my French speaking. 26.
We did not have that much.
I had 19.
Maybe you've got more compulsory than us, maybe then.
Maybe.
Well, because our school, like, I don't know if it's the same, but like we got to take 4 like extra options, but like the year 9s in our school now only get to take 2 extra options. So like
we did 3.
But we had to do a compulsory language, so we had to do French.
Yeah, we had to too. Yeah.
See, I had more than some people as well because I did like an extra stats GCSE.
Oh yeah.
So like that was like another exam that I had to do. But like, 26, that's intense. Ella says, does anyone do photography? Because that was my longest exam, 10 hours, 5 each school day back in March. That's kind of similar to art though, isn't it? I know that
I did my art last week.
It is similar, isn't it? Yeah.
How did that go?
Yeah, that was okay. I mean, I'm not really the best at art, but my coursework was okay, so I kind of just like hoped and prayed that my final piece wouldn't matter too much. But it's so hard sitting there and like painting for 10 hours.
Yeah, especially in complete silence as well.
It's so draining. But like they used to be allowed to have music on or like go out and everything, and I'm like,
I know my friends who did art this year, they found it so like suffocating, like being in that same room, because theirs is 15 hours as well, so they had to do it for like 3 days in a row. And
I would lose concentration.
And all they could listen to was like the same piano music for like 3 days in a row, and this is painful.
I'd be interested to know if people like listen to music while revising, because teachers say don't, but I do. I can't.
I think I do it because it distracts me from like other noises. Like I don't do it to listen to music, I do it to distract me from like everything else around me.
See, I can't revise in silence, and I can't revise like with loads of noise.
Yeah, that's the same.
Yeah, let us know.
I use like a Spotify playlist, and it's called like music for concentration, and it's like really simple like instrumental music, because like I can't do it in silence. Like
but that's my problem like with the exams as well. Like I have to sit there in silence for like 2 hours and just concentrate. Right. Thank you very much for joining us, Katie.
Thank you,
we'll have to
Katie.
say goodbye to you now, but
thank you.
Good luck with all your exams and good luck tomorrow.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All of us.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Right, that was Katie. Sorry, I was just reading the things. Tips for fasting during exams. Don't.
No.
Why would you do that? Oh, okay. Yes. If it is for sorry, I forgot about religion. So I don't know. See, because I haven't experienced it, so I couldn't really say like how to do it. I'd say possibly just. I don't know.
I think definitely make sure that when you do eat, you eat a lot of healthy things. So like, get your vitamins.
Eat stuff that's like sustainable and like sustains energy.
Yeah.
So that like if you're in an exam like in the morning or the afternoon, then you still have that energy from when if you're fasting. I say.
Definitely.
Yeah. After RE, how would you prepare for biology exam on Tuesday?
I would have a break.
Give yourself some time.
Definitely needs breaks. I think, like I said, with flashcards are really useful, and just look over your revision. What I did was got some highlighters and like highlighted the key things from my notes if you made some notes, or like mind maps. Just look over what you've already done, because at this point you've basically written everything you're going to need to, so it's just re-looking.
Yeah. Also, like, remember that you have time after. Like, if your exam's in the morning, you have the rest of the day, like, that you can revise. Like, so I know someone here was saying, T-Priv says that they're going to be cramming the morning before, but, like, you have that time after your exams that you can, like, that's the rest of the day that you can revise, you know?
Definitely.
So make sure you utilise that time.
Yep. Adorable Potato. The exams have hit me, but haven't hit me properly. Is that a bad thing? No, because that was the same with me. I got to school and then it sort of hit me, but I think definitely don't get don't like let people hype you up about the exams before, because what we did was we came into school and everyone was by their lockers with their textbooks, just like reading and just like getting really stressed about it. So I just put my headphones in. I think don't listen to that because it's going to work you up even more and get you more stressed.
When making flashcards or mind maps, then I will listen to music. Anything other than that would be in silence or white noise. That's fair enough. Yeah.
And Ella Martin says I can't focus with music on. I think for a lot of my exams, I got my auntie to tutor me for maths and science because I was those weren't my strongest subjects. Yeah. But so if I was like getting someone to help me revise, then I definitely wouldn't listen to music. But I think for subjects like maths, I never listened to music with maths. I just found I couldn't do it.
Really?
But yeah, but like
I get that with some subjects. Right, we now have a little trailer for you again. Basically, we have an English teacher coming in. Me and Jade are going to be talking to her tomorrow at 7 p.m. and there's a little trailer for you now.
Hi, I'm Jade. Join us tomorrow for our exam season live, where Kira and I will be hosting our very first MSc Teacher Special. English teacher Mrs. Corey will be chatting to us and taking your questions about study tips, revision, and literature and language topics. We will also be taking a look at the very first GCSE reaction team videos and introducing the Wheel of Motivation to get you through the next few weeks of exams. So join me and Kira at 7 p.m. and all the way through exam season on MSE.
So the English literature exam is on Wednesday. This is our board of the exams. So it's on Wednesday, but she's coming in tomorrow to talk to us. So
still got time.
Yes, so you can still use the tips and stuff that she gives you. So yeah, do tune in for that at 7 p.m. tomorrow.
Got any more comments?
Ella Martin says Seneca is helpful, and Caitlin says I love Seneca. Now, a lot of you recommending Seneca to me and Jade in the last live, and I actually went on it and looked at it for economics, and it was really helpful. Like, because it's really good because they like talk you through it, and it's like slides and it's like really concise and stuff. And then they ask you like questions about it. And I agree. It's very helpful. I definitely recommend it, and it's free as well. It's very helpful. I agree too.
Going back to Chaz's comment, Ella says I think Primrose Kitten has a video on fasting through exams, so that's good.
Yeah, check that out. Caitlin says I'm worried because I'm not worried about exams, but that's all right. Like you don't have to be worried about exams if you're feeling prepared. And like you've done all that you can do, that's all anyone asks for, you know. Like you don't have to be worried about exams. I know it's like most people are, and you probably will be like the 10 minutes before you're going into your exam because it's kind of natural. Like it's a intimidating process, you know. But
definitely, Zoe says, how should you start a morning before an exam? So definitely, like we said before, eat breakfast.
Yeah, don't wake up too late so that you're panicking, rushing around. Like make sure you've got time to get yourself ready, get yourself prepared, get to school earlier than you usually would.
Don't be late, because I think I was maths GCSE. I like arrived at school 2 minutes before my exam started.
Would stress me out.
So don't do that.
No,
so
I'm like planning on getting to school at like 7:45 before my exams, because then like I have time to like, if I did want to like just have a little flick through my notes, like have a then I'd have time to do that, you know. Right, we now have another little trailer for you, which is a GCSE reaction team. I don't know if any of you heard of this. You can still apply. The link is in our bio, but it's just so you can see them and say hi to a few of them.
MSc is giving you the opportunity to take part in MSc's first ever GCSE exam reactions team. With exclusive access to our brand new app, you'll send in reactions after your GCSE exams to be shared with MSc's followers. Click the link in the bio and complete the application for the opportunity to be featured in MSc's exam seasons videos with me. Good luck!
Hi everyone, my name's Brooke Megan and I'm so excited to be on the GCSE reaction team.
I'm Emran. I come from Birmingham and I am 16 years old.
Hi, my name is Ashley and I am part of the reaction team.
Hi guys, I'm Flo Jeffrey. I'm going to be taking all 3 sciences: history, Spanish, drama, maths, English.
My name is Kira and I'm 16 years old. I'm part of this year's student reaction team. Like most of you guys, I will be sitting my first ever GCSE exam on Tuesday, which is biology paper 1 for me.
Hi, I'm Harvey. The exams I'm taking this week are chemistry, fit biology and English literature.
It's Tamsin here, and I'm 15 and currently taking my GCSEs.
My name is Nahima and I have 6 exams this week. My first exam is on Tuesday and I have a French reading and listening.
Hello, my name's Mitchell and I will be recording some videos for the GCSE reactions team. A little bit nervous for exams, but that is expected.
Everyone's currently outside having a great time in the sun and I'm revising, so fingers crossed it goes well tomorrow.
Hello.
Right, so yeah, if you are interested in that, like it said, the link is in our bio.
Yeah.
Right, we keep asking us your questions. Let us know how you're feeling. If you've got exams tomorrow, I know so far we've got that there's ICT, RS and Latin. If there are any that we're not aware of, then do let us know. Yeah, just let us know how you're feeling.
And what you're doing leading up to your exams as well.
Yeah. Right, we did have one question from Sunshine Studies. What should you do if you feel like you know everything for a subject, have gone through it loads of times and are not sure what else to do? Move on.
Yeah, if you've got other subjects that I think if you're feeling like that, then it's a good sign that you can do some more work on another subject.
Yeah.
And maybe you'll be feeling like that today because you've done loads of revision on it, but maybe tomorrow you'll think, oh, what did I do yesterday? Maybe you just need to go over it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's all right to feel confident with an exam. Like a lot of people feel like they need to feel underprepared, but you don't. Like if you feel confident and like you've done enough, then that's great.
Yeah.
Right. Mary says, what would you recommend to do first thing in the morning of an exam? Yeah. Well, like we said, eat breakfast. Yeah.
Definitely. Drink loads of water.
Yeah. Just try not to get too nervous about it.
Yeah, don't overstress it.
Yeah. Right, do keep asking us questions and things.
Get your comments in.
Yeah. What were you most excited to? What subjects were you most excited to just not ever have to do again at GCSE?
Biology, chemistry, physics.
Really?
Yep, definitely. Not so much physics, but chemistry and biology, definitely.
See, for me it was English. I just hated English. The only part of English I liked was I think it was the language paper right at the very end where they asked you that question. You had to 3 pages of anything you wanted. It was I can't remember exactly what our question was, but it was how does having a pet in your childhood enable you to develop as a person?
I think we had that in our mock.
Yeah. And it was I didn't have a pet, but I just wrote 3 pages about a load of nothing.
Yeah.
But that was the only part of English I liked. I wasn't a fan.
How did you find doing 2 languages?
Not that difficult. I think I got very stressed about the speakings.
Oh yeah.
I thought I cried after my speakings because I thought they went really badly, but they didn't go as badly as I thought they had. But I didn't find it too difficult because German and French are so different, and so I didn't really tend to get that confused with them.
What I found confusing was when in our actual GCSE we had the exact same question as our 15 marker writing.
Really?
So I literally just wrote my German the paragraph I'd written in my French speaking in German.
That's so handy.
So that was quite good.
Yeah. Top tips for English language. Is that the one where you've got the poems? I forget.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so if you've got the poems, read through them. And then I'm sure you will have analysed a lot of different quotes and stuff. Just make sure that you know the themes, what sort of thing there's representing. I think we had articles as well. So I'd say go through the articles, look at the key things that they've done in the articles. Maybe if they colours are important or anything like that. With poems, the different techniques they've used, I can't really remember any poem techniques, but I know there were some.
I watched this lady on YouTube called Mary. You'll probably be able to find her if you search her up, but she has some like really good acronyms for ways to structure your essays, so I definitely recommend you look her up. And definitely when you're writing your paragraphs, remember like we did P paragraphs, so point, evidence, explain, so that was very useful to remember to do that.
What would you recommend on how to structure a vision the night of a maths or physics exam? I'm trying to think how, because I do maths and physics at A-level, I was just trying to think how I'm going to structure my nights. Maths, I'm probably just going to look through the key things I need, like, you won't, at GCSE you won't need to know this, but there's like some trigonometric identities that I need to know. So maybe there's some equations or something that you don't get given in the formula booklet or anything. And so I'd say look through them, make sure you know them, make sure you know what topic they're relevant to. Maybe look through some of the exam questions just to like refresh your memory on like the type of questions that are going to be asked. Same with physics. Maybe if you're feeling a little bit stressed about it, do a past paper.
I did loads of them, and I think those are really helpful. And also, like Kira said, equations. I think because we had our teacher did a playlist for us, and for every equation we had a song for it. So we just found that really helpful. But past papers, just I think that is the one massive tip that I'd give for maths and physics is just do past paper after past paper. That's basically all the revision that I did for them.
Also, I'm sure your teachers would have said, like, this will definitely be in the exam. And if they haven't, like, ask them now, like, if you're still at school, if you're on study leave, I'm sure you can go in and see them. Ask them, like, what do you think will definitely come up? And then maybe that can help, like, structure how you do it the night before. You can be like, well, I know I'm going to need to know this, so maybe I'll have a little look at this, make sure I know it. Just things like that.
So Mary and Ella have told us that the English language is the unseen text. I used the YouTuber I was talking about, Mary, for the unseen text as well.
Yeah, that must be the articles then. I get them mixed up. And literature is poems.
The same techniques apply basically, I think. Yeah. But what we got told to do is read the extract at least 3 times, and I always had a highlighter on me. So like highlight key bits, and also once you've read the question, sort of go back and highlight when you're actually answering the questions, highlight the key information so that you don't forget anything.
But only the key information, don't highlight
the whole paragraph. No, that will just get confusing.
Any tips for narrative writing? I always, in all of my English essays, especially the narrative writing one, I would make a little plan beforehand. And I think especially in English that's very helpful, just so you can like structure a bit better. Remember paragraphs, because that's a big thing that they look at. I have a resit for music tomorrow. Well, good luck with that.
Good luck, Lauren.
Yes, good luck, Lauren. Do you think prediction papers will help and are worth it in, say, for example, maths and physics? Yes, I do.
Definitely.
I do. I really do, because then it gives you a structure for knowing like what always comes up and like and what hasn't come up yet, so you can kind of like see what you're going to need to know. And you still need to know everything, but they tend to be quite accurate because they're done by people who know how to do this sort of stuff. You know?
And trust your teachers as well, because we were given like a list of things that were more likely to come up, and everyone's like, oh, the teachers don't know, and often they're very right. So definitely listen to your teachers.
Yes.
Callum says, hello, do you have any tips on how to control nerves? I don't feel stressed as I know I can't control what will happen, but I feel terrified, nervous, and a little sick.
I do get this as well.
I relate.
I'd say just, as you said, it's going to happen. You have to do it. Just think about, if you're that stressed, maybe have a little look through your notes. Try and like calm yourself down. It's tricky. Like things like that are tricky to control. Like
your teachers are always happy to help as well, I'd say. Like even if you email one of them, say you've got chemistry on Thursday and it's Monday and you're panicking, I'm sure they'll be happy to give you some tips, or even arrange like a session for you to go over what you're stuck on. So they've always got your best interest. So I think definitely, like I said before, deep breathing in your exam, that really helped me. And I reckon don't talk to anyone before your exams, because that just gets you more stressed.
Yeah. Also, I always remember our old head teacher used to say, she always used to do a power pose before every single like meeting that she was nervous for. It's basically where you stand, like you're not closed off or anything, you're open, and you basically just stand there for like as long as it takes, and it actually relaxes you because it makes you feel more confident inside, like, you know, the sort of things where it like forces your brain to feel something. It was one of those sorts of things. So I'd say if you really are feeling that like terrified and nervous, try power pose, because whilst you're doing it you feel ridiculous, but it does actually help.
And definitely when you're going into your exams, don't think oh I'm going to fail, or it's maths, I'm not very confident with this. Just think all the positive thoughts that you can, and then like Kira said with the power pose, it makes you feel less nervous, because if you're thinking about something, it'll like scare you a lot more. So definitely just focus on being positive when it comes to your exams.
Okay, final question. What do you put in an exam pencil case?
I think you have to have clear pencil case.
Yeah, you do have to have a clear pencil case. It's sometimes like structured to what exam is coming up. So like for example, maths, you'll probably need a compass and a protractor, but
ruler.
Then geography, you might need colouring pencils, like that sort of thing.
Make sure for if you're doing maths or something, that you have at least 2 or 3 sharpened pencils, so if one breaks or something. And same with pens, you need more than one. I'd say.
I agree. And bring a sharpener and a rubber.
Highlighter, definitely, so you can do your stuff for English. And also even with just general questions, I found it useful at highlighting the bits in the question, so definitely bring a highlighter. Right, thank you very much for joining us in this live. If you do want to be part of the GCSE reaction team, it's open for the next couple of days, so do go to the link in our Instagram bio, and please do join our mine and Jade's live tomorrow at 7 p.m, where we're going to be joined by English teacher Mrs. Corey, who can answer all of your questions for the English literature exam on Wednesday. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.